Alrighty, boys and girls, I promised you a new one today. See, look, I'm all clean shaven. I bet I'm fuzzy tomorrow because I'm going to post one of the other videos. But here we go, Simplify Radicals Day 2. A little bit of a twist for us. We're going to throw in some variables here. So we talked yesterday about simplifying the radicals, how you find pairs of numbers and pull them out. So we take a look at one. Let's start off with a simple one. 50 is 25 and 2. 25 is 5 and 5. So if we want to rewrite this, this is 2, 5, and 5. Pair of 5s out of the radical. The 2 is left in the radical. So this would simplify to 5 root 2. That's the simple idea. Now, when we throw some variables into the mix, 12, well, 12 is 4 times 3. 4 is 2 times 2. Pair of 2s out of the radical. A squared. What does squared mean? What does it mean, A squared? What does it mean? Very good. A times A. So I can think of this as A times A. And I use the same idea with the whole numbers. I got a pair of A's, and they are getting out of my radicals. Just like a pair of 2's is getting out and making 1 2 on the outside, a pair of A's is going to get out and make 1A on the outside. B to the 4th. I'll come down here a little bit further. How can I multiply to be B to the 4th? Well, B to the 4th, if you remember back to your exponent rules, is B squared times B squared. Remember your exponent rules? 2 times 2 is 4. When you're multiplying, you add exponents. Well, B squared, we just talked about that. That's B times B, B times B. So, I've got 2 sets of B's here. This set of B makes another B on the outside of the radical. So, this is kind of a mess. Let me break it down for you. I'm going to do the same thing, just rewrite it a little bit. I got a 2, a 2, and a 3. I got 2 A's. I got 4 B's. Pairs of numbers or variables pair together and get out of the radical. I got 1 pair of 2's. I got a pair of A's, I got 1 pair of B's, I got 2 pair of B's getting out of my radical. What's left in the radical? Well, the only thing left in the radical is that 3. So I got a 2, an A, and 2 B's. So that's 2AB squared, and the only thing left inside the radical is that 3. So, couple of quick things. What do we notice? Well, we notice the problem started with A squared and ended with A. Started with B squared, ended with B. I lied. Started with B to the 4th, ended with B squared. Do you see a connection? Yes, it is. It is half. If I take this exponent and cut it in half, that's what I have on the outside of the radical. So before we get there, if I would do the square root, I don't know, A to the 6th, B to the 10th, half the exponent is all I need to do. That's going to be A to the 3rd, B to the 5th outside the radical. That's it. Half. But most of you have already looked up here, or you've already thought to yourself, what happens if I have an odd exponent? Great question. Glad you're thinking. Here we go. So, just for practice, let's talk about that 120 there. Whenever I see a 0, I like to start with the 12 and the 10. Just works best for me. 12 is 4 times 3, 2 times 2. 10 is 2 times 5. So, I've got 3 2's, a 3, and a 5. be a to the 5th power. Let's just write them out. Let's not worry about the factor tree. That can be a little confusing. Let's just write them all out. A to the 5th, we know what that means, right? That's a times a times a times a times a. 3 B's. So, again, going with the same rules we have for those whole numbers. Pairs of numbers get out. No pair, stay inside. This too, same, but not a pair. Inside, inside, inside. They stay inside. Pair of A's getting out. Here's another pair of A's getting out. But there's one A left inside. We'll talk. Pair of B's out. One B left inside. So let's put it all together now and see what we got. I got a 2, an A, and a B. So I've got 2A squared B outside the radical. 2, 3, 5. Put that all together, I get 60. 1A, 1B. 60 AB left inside. So, for those of you that were wondering what's going to happen with those odd number exponents, I think I said negative a little while ago. What's going to happen with those odd number exponents? Well, simple. If there's an odd number, they can't all pair up. So there's going to be one left behind. But everybody else is going to pair up. So 5, 1 gets left behind. Everybody else pairs up. 5, 1 left gets left behind, takes it down to 4. 4 pairs up to 2 on the outside. 3, 1 gets left behind. The other 2 pair up and get out. Show you a quick one with just odd exponents. We don't have to worry about all those numbers. Square root of, I don't know, let's go x to the 11th, y to the 15th, and z to the, I don't know, 3rd. Just to show you what happens with those odd exponents. I leave 1x in, takes me down to 10. They pair up and get out, x to the 5th outside. Y to the 15th, leave 1 in, 1 left behind, takes it down to 14. They pair up. Y to the 7th, z to the 3rd, 1 left in for those odd ones, 2 left, partner up, 1z on the outside. There you go. There's our deeper dive. There's my lovely shaved face for a great Tuesday for you. I know it's great for you because you get to see me. It's not so great for me because I don't get to see you. Hope you guys are hanging in there, and take care. Tomorrow's will probably be a blast from last week. And then, like I said, office hours Thursday, no new assignments, no new videos. Take care. Take care of each other. Beautiful for our day for the next couple of days. Get outside, get some fresh air, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. All right. See you guys.